I decided to come in today to show you all how I'm doing my curved piecing on my apple core quilt blocks. As I informed you all in my last live, if you're new to quilting or you haven't done curved piecing before, please do not start off with all apple core quilt blocks. Start off with the Drunkard's Path quilt block so that you will have a introduction to a proper introduction to curved piecing. But you should still watch me here so that you'll know what to do, how to do curved piecing. Okay, right here I've already done one. So as you can see the little crease, you have to, hand press, the little pieces together, the little blocks together, so to get the midpoint, because that's the very first thing you'll do is line up the midpoint and pin. And what I just found out is once you take the pin and line up those creases for the midpoint right sides together, you would then pin the rest of the block from one side, from that center point to one side, and then from the center point to the other side, and make sure that you mesh those ends together when you come to the very end of the block right here. So here is my first little seam for my upcoming Halloween apple core patchwork placemat. You don't see any ruffles or anything. This is because I took my time and just did the proper pinning, and I did use a whole lot of pins, so be prepared to do that. So this is the front, that's the seam, and then this is the back. So it looks pretty good. And just make sure you line up these ends when you do your pinning. Okay. So that's see my little machine stitch line. So that's my little stitch line. And you see the crease. And then can you see the crease over there? And then you can see how they lined up straight across. So yeah. So I'm just showing you all how to do the curved piecing. Okay. Now here is where I have taken the convex piece, which is this rounded piece, and laid it at the center point on top of the concave piece, which is this piece. Okay, and that's my little center point. And then I just lay my convex piece on top of my concave piece with the little center point creases lined up, and I'll pin it from this. Pin this first, then take your time and pin this way. You bring your piece up and pin, bring it up, pin, bring it up, pin, and make sure you match up this point, and then come back this way, bring this piece up, pin, piece up, pin, piece up, pin, till you get over here. So that's how you do that. And make sure your crease is really defined. And then once you get your whole quilt top sewn, just iron it out. Iron in one direction. So if you're going to iron from side to side, iron side to side. If you're going to iron up and down, iron up and down. But yeah, this is how you just go and line up the little center point, just like that. Okay. This is how you do it. just like this. Line it up just like that and pin. Now here is why I have pinned the center points together. As you can see, a little crease, and then there's my pin. And then if I turn it over, there's another crease, and then you just pin it together. Now I'll go and pin it from this point to this point, and then this point over here. Okay? I'm showing you all how to do curved piecing for quilting. Now this is how many pins it took just to pin from the halfway point, which is right here, all the way to the end. And see how I have that end point matched up? Make sure you do that. And you don't see too many ruffles, so hopefully when I go to sew these two blocks together with my 1/4-inch presser foot on my machine, it will still be smooth sailing. But yeah, that's how many pins it took just to ease it up and pin, ease it up and pin. So that's what I did. So this is what you see here, and that's how many pins. And these are some either fine glass head pins or extra fine glass head pins. So you use those so you know they don't melt. Yeah, so this is how many pins it took just to pin from this midpoint all the way over here. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Now I have to do pin the rest of the block. But yeah, this is it. And then I'll go and pin the rest. Now, this is how many pins it took to pin one whole side of the apple core block. So now I have pinned all the way across, because first I pinned from the midpoint over here, and now I pin from the midpoint over here. So now all I have to do now is go and sew this block together, these two blocks together. If you're still with me, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share the video. Thanks to all my subscribers, all my new subscribers, all my old subscribers, and yeah, share, like, subscribe, so that my community will continue to grow. And please go after this video and watch some of my other videos. But yeah, so those are the first two block sides. So look how good it looks. See, I've been quilting, this makes 21 years, so I can really do some things. So here we are with these two apple core quilt blocks pinned together. And as I previously stated, if you're new to quilting, make sure you start off with the Drunkard plaid quilt block. That's DRUNKARD''S PATH, PATH quilt block before you come to these apple core quilt blocks, because this is a little more difficult. With the Drunkard pad quilt block, you only have to do one side of curved piecing, but with the apple core quilt block, you have to do all four sides curved piecing. So this is a little more difficult. So yeah, that's what I would advise of new quilters or new people to curved piecing to do before you come to this apple core quilt block. But once you master the Drunkard's pad quilt block, then come to the apple core quilt block or any other curved quilt block, you know, that you decide to do. Once you master the curved piecing, then you can just, the technique of curved piecing, then you can do curved piecing. No matter what it is. Most likely, hopefully, yeah. But again, this is how many pins it took to piece, or pin, not piece, pin together one side of the apple quilt block. Okay, and then when you go to sew it, whether it be by hand or machine, just make sure it's slow motion. Okay. Now here is where I have put my apple quilt blocks onto my sewing machine, and if you can see, what I always do is start my fabric. You go a little ways in front of this red line, and that keeps your fabric from being sucked down into machine. But if you start sewing behind this line, it's gonna get sucked down into the machine. If you start in front of this line, it shouldn't get stuck down into the machine. And then I'll just take some of these pins out before I actually start to sewing. But I leave them in there when I put it up in there. And then I'll just take a few of them out. And I do a little back stitch, you know, since we're doing the curved piecing. Now, normally when I do my squares, I don't do a back stitch. So I started with my little starter scrap right there. And then I put it up in the machine a little ways, if you can, just a teensy bit in front of this line right here, so it won't get sucked down into the machine. There is a throat plate they have with this little thing right here with the little hole in it that's supposed to do that, but technically it's not necessary. But if you want to get it, that's your business. But I find that plate is really not necessary. You just start a little ways in front of the needle, so that keeps the fabric from being sucked down into the machine. Okay, it should. And that's where you see the little line in front of the red line, which is in front of the needle. And then that's where I'll take some of these out. Maybe this one, and then I'll start slowly sewing. Now I'm trying to sew with this camera, with my phone in one hand and my sewing with one hand, camera in one hand. I don't know how good this is gonna work, but on my machine we're doing curved piecing for quilting. This is how you do. I'm showing you all how to do it. And as you turn the curve, make sure the fabric stays inside this line here, and then you just curve and sew. You know, maneuver the curve, sew a little. Maneuver the curve, sew a little. Okay? So let's see what I can do with this camera. So I'm gonna try to once you're under that foot, technically, you can just go ahead and take the pins out. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if this is going to work, y'all. think it's going to work. But you all get the idea. Okay, I'm just going to maneuver and sew and make sure that you don't go outside this. Make sure you don't go outside. Don't go past this edge right here. It stays, you just go just edge, maneuver, stay within under, but along the edge, maneuver. And then that's how you have to do it. I think I have, and I had to kind of work with it. So let's try again. As I stated, once it gets up under the presser foot, you can take out the needles. And again, I have a 1/4" presser foot on my machine and an 80-12 needle because we're sewing pieces together. When you actually go to sew all 3 layers together, and you will use a 90-14 needle. But on this machine now is a 80-12 universal needle. I do prefer microtex needles, but they didn't have it, so I had to get the universal. So preferably an 80-12 microtex, but universal if they don't have. So let's see. Just so. And then take them out. I'm under the needle, I can take those out. Once you get up under the needle, under the presser foot, take out the needles. Okay. Alright, let's see how it goes. I got my phone in one hand and my trying to sew in the other hand. Okay. So then it's not hard, just make sure that you're pivoting and staying inside that line. So I'm trying to do the best I can, but you all do it when you go to sew. Well, it's not hard. When you get under the presser foot, take the pins out. So now I can take this last little pin out, and I'm also going to do a back stitch. Are we? Okay. Then I have to do my little back. Well, I ain't gonna worry about no back stitch because I got this phone in my hand. So I'm not gonna worry about the back stitch this time. Okay. Let's see if we can swing it around. So you came out pretty good, and it's not, you know, it's not wrinkling. You just straighten it out like that. And just, you know, when you go to iron it, the whole quilt top, then you can, you know, press out the wrinkles. But it's not overly wrinkly. So it'll still be smooth like this other side came out real smooth. Yeah. I'm just showing you all how I do my curve piecing. This is curve piecing for quilting. That's what we're doing today. I think the feed dogs kind of help to turn the curve. I may be wrong, but it seems like the feed dogs are helping to with the curve. Okay, let's see what we got. And then I use that pen to keep that fabric from getting caught up. Let's open it up. It's supposed to be like that. And that's it. And it's not even wrinkly or nothing. Came out pretty good. So you fold it in half, match up the little point right here, press it down real good. And we're doing curve piecing for quilting. And it's the same method for hand or machine. This is the way you have to do your pieces. Okay, and then press it because you want to see the crease because you have to match your creases in the middle up. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we see our crease. Okay, then we take this one. So this is our concave piece. This piece here is our convex piece. And as I stated earlier, I like to lay the convex piece on top of the concave piece. Now you just press it really good. And then you might as well press all the way across because this is the first two. These are the first two apple core pieces in my next row. So I'm gonna press all the way across. Okay. Then you open it up. And we're gonna lay our convex piece on top of our concave piece, and then we'll pin the creases, line it up at the crease, and pin. And then we're going to bring it up, try to meet it, and pin. Bring it up, 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 up. Don't want to do the ruffle, but you want to meet it. So we're going from the midway point to one side, and then the midway point to to the other side, and sometimes I do it like that and line it up and then pin it. And then you kind of, you know, you have to get your own little way of, and you don't want that ruffle. I really don't want the ruffles. And I kind of want my little end to line up. And these are glass head pins. Look it up. All right. Now we're gonna go the other direction. Kind of like to do it like that. And then pin it. Line it up. Pin it. And trying to line it end up and trying to work that. And that's it. So that's it. Yeah. This is the quilt top for my upcoming apple core patchwork pot holder. Halloween patchwork pot holder. What I did for, I took 2 rows and I would first fold the 2 rows over together, right sides together, nest these seams together, and then pin the rest of it. Nest these seams together, pin the rest of it, and then pin. Make sure you match these corners up. And you know, nest these seams together, pin the rest of it, and then pin this, match this corner up. Now, it was very time consuming. If once I sewed the 2 rows together, if the seams didn't line up, then I would just unpin a little area and then nest them again and try it again. So, this is how it came out. It came out pretty good. I then fold the pieces in half for the rows like I did for the individual apple core pieces. I just pinned it in the manner that I just showed you and just sewed straight across. And I think the feed dogs actually help to the curve, for you to sew the curve. So it feeds and, like, I don't know, seems like the feed dog helped, you know, the curve to form. It followed the curve, but I don't know how to say it, but it seems like that was happening. Like, as the apple core blocks went in and you just sewed it, and the feed dogs kind of went with the curve, helped with the curve. But yeah, this is the completed quilt top for my curve piecing for quilting video. Thanks for watching. Please like my video, like the video, subscribe to my channel, share my videos. I do have another apple core patchwork placemat, apple core quilt block video that I just uploaded yesterday, so you all can check that out. It was just the blocks for another placemat that I'm working on. Again, thanks for watching my video. Subscribe. Share. Coming. Check you later. This is curved piecing for quilting. Check you later. Now this is my favorite block right here. Check you later.